Title: The Last Laugh. It was a rainy Tuesday afternoon when Charlie, the town's beloved comedian, stepped onto the stage at the Old Oak Tavern. The years had been unkind. His once bright spirit now dulled by the weight of his failures, and the laughter that had once echoed in his ears had faded to a distant memory. "I guess my career is like my plants," he quipped, peering into the audience. "One more drought and they'll be toast." The small crowd chuckled, a few sympathetic smiles offering a flicker of encouragement. But Charlie wasn't ready to give up just yet. He leaned into the microphone, momentarily pausing, allowing the silence to stretch taut. "You know, speaking of plants, I tried gardening recently. You know what they say. If at first you don't succeed, maybe you should just leave it to the professionals." Laughter erupted, and for the first time in years, Charlie felt a spark of hope rekindle inside him. He continued to roll out jokes, each punchline bringing a bit more life into the room. But then, deep in the crowd, he noticed a familiar face: Lucy, his childhood best friend, who had always encouraged his dreams, but had now become a part of his greatest fears. She had been a constant presence in his life, supporting his comedy career until her own ambitions took her far away from their small town. Seeing her now, he felt an itch of desperation. Would she recognize him as the person she once believed in? Would she see the failure he had become? He took a deep breath and decided to dig deeper, crafting a joke that felt both personal and risky. "You know, they say laughter is the best medicine, but I think it just makes you forget you're sick, at least until the bill comes." He glanced at Lucy, hoping to see a hint of the joyous laughter that had once enveloped their friendship. Instead, he found her expression somber. Sudden panic coursed through him. What if she had come back to laugh at him, not with him? His heart raced, and in a moment of vulnerability, he shifted gears. "Okay, folks, I'll be honest. My life is like a bad joke, a punchline nobody gets. But here's the twist. I still find a way to laugh at it. Because sometimes, you gotta be the joke to find hope in the laughter." The room fell silent for a beat, tension thick enough to slice. But then, one person chuckled. It was a small sound, but it rippled through the tavern, igniting more laughter. Encouraged, Charlie continued, weaving stories of his missteps and the absurdity of his situation. As the final punchline landed, the crowd erupted into genuine applause. Charlie's gaze fell back on Lucy, who was now laughing, the sound pure, beautiful, and full of understanding. After the show, she approached him, her eyes sparkling. "You always made me laugh, Charlie. And tonight, you reminded me that it's okay to stumble and fall. You didn't just tell a joke, you shared a piece of yourself. That's what makes it funny." And in that moment, Charlie realized it wasn't just about the laughter. It was about the connection, the resilience, and the courage to embrace the imperfections of life. He hadn't just told a joke that night. He had stitched the fabric of hope back into his heart, and that was the most important punchline of all.